Okay, so this is Final Fantasy -1. This is a ROM hack that I made a long time ago of Final Fantasy 1. I suppose I should say I started it a long time ago. I don't know if I'd call it finished, but it's pretty much as finished as it's gonna get. I sort of gave up working on it after a while and decided, I'll release it the way it is. It's got a couple bugs here and there, a couple things I'm not 100% happy with, but pretty sure it's always going to have that kind of thing. You can never have a 100% perfect game. So, so last time we beat the tar out of those pirates, and Bick foolishly bet his boat. I don't know why he would do that, but that's what he did. So we won his boat. And now we're headed to the Marsh Cave, so we can pick up some TNT, blow up the canal, and get to the good part. Of course, we'll also probably stop by the Northwest Castle, beat the tar out of some Dark Elf, get us a key. We're going to need that for the good treasures later on. Birds can be annoying because they have such high evasion. This is a fairly physical team, so... And being blinded is not going to help. I have luck if I need it, but I doubt that I would against just one little raven. There we go. And this is the very much condensed Marsh Cave. The original game, the Marsh Cave was a lot longer, but I had to cut some stuff out to make room for the pirate hideout. I thought it would be more interesting if the pirates had their own sort of dungeon, instead of just, you meet them in town and beat them up and that's it. Now that I think about it, I don't think the Dark Sword is going to be very good in this dungeon. The Shadow Sword or whatever it is that Chili Feast has up there. It works on a Dark Imps, oddly enough, but I don't think it's going to help much against there's a lot of undeads and stuff in here. It's definitely not going to help against the Pisco Demons that are guarding the TNT. Original game had a crown or something in here, but in mine it just skips straight to the TNT. Skips that whole big long old fetched quest that you had to do. Yeah, like what is he gonna do in this battle? Fire seems like a waste. Let us fight. And Harm will wipe these guys out. Yeah, the Harm series is pretty ridiculous in this hack. But the thing is, it has to compete with fire, you see, because you could just... fire you can use on pretty much anything. It just is better against undeads than it is against normal stuff. So, Harm, which will only work on undeads, in order for it to be worth getting over fire, it has to be so much better than even fire against the undead, since it's the only thing it even works at all on. Useless. I think. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, we'll just sell it or something. Aha. Now, I think... slight improvement. Until he gains a level anyway. Snake! Snake! Oh no, it's a snake! Ow. Starting to have second thoughts about this battle. Okay, I think a heal is in order. Or I could just cure Grimoire. Nah, heal. Ow! The White Mage has been very squishy this playthrough. He's died at least twice to random critical hits and such. Get another dose of cure. It'll be better once we get to Melmond. We get a decent robe for Grimoire. Might live a little better. Yeah, I tried to make the potions a bit better in this one too, because by the end of the game, 30 HP or whatever it was you got from the potions originally, it's not gonna do a whole heck of a lot. But 100 HP is not too bad even at that stage of the game. Just had to make them more expensive to compensate, and also, picking up a potion in a chest in the original game was kind of disappointing. Kind of didn't really feel like you were getting much of anything. But in this, 100 HP is, pretty much a full heal at this stage of the game. So you pick up a potion in the chest and you're like, ah, there we go. Now I can heal my guys. And having the pure potion recover from all status effects in battle makes it so that you can, well, it helps, I should say, helps against the undead stun lock that you sometimes get when you when you fight a lot of zombie type monsters and they stun your party. If you don't have a white mage, well, you can still deal with it with pure potions. Now I moved the crown, and I can't remember where I moved it. Yeah, I'm not fighting those guys. If I had a bit more black magic, I'd take them on, but I don't. Boom. It's a bit better. I'm not comfortable with Grimoire's HP, but kind of want that invis. Well, I got protect. Suppose I could cure. That'd be waste. Okay. Cure one. Alright, let's go. Out. Dope. Okay. Speaking of pure potions. Alright. And... okay, I have no idea what Chili Feast is gonna do in this battle, but we're gonna do our best. And there would be 4 of them. Okay. Attack. Attack. Yeah. Same one. And prot. Protect. Armor up. We're gonna need it. Yeah, I think this is just gonna be a beat down till we win or lose. Man, Chili Feast is taking a beating. Oh! Boom. Yeah, the elemental resistances in this game are really strong. Well, I mean, the elemental weaknesses, for that matter, are really strong too. But particularly for the physical attacks, like, you can see the Dark Knight is only doing like 1 damage to these guys. I mean, even at the late game, if something's resistant to dark and you're using a dark sword, it's gonna pretty much do 1 damage. And unfortunately, I don't really remember the hack that I used to get that effect working in the first place, so it's not a simple task to adjust the number that it takes off for resistance, and it would be a pain in the butt to figure it out again. So it's pretty much gonna just have to stay how it is. But it can be an extreme pain in the butt for the final boss. Just because where he resists all elements, and most of the late game weapons are elemental of some kind. I don't have any harm spells. I don't suppose poison will work on him. I don't think it will. Okay. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try fighting this battle. See how it goes. Yeah. But yeah, so Chaos is resistant to all elements, and most of the late game weapons have an element, and that can make it really annoying fighting the final boss because, you know, unless you have some kind of attack pump spell, you know, time mage or a ninja or something, which you can use to boost up your physical attacks, then you're gonna have a hard time dealing any damage to him. Unless you kept, you know, some early game, mid-game sword, you know, a broadsword or something from Pravaka, and you just use that. But even then, it's such a low power weapon, is it really going to do any damage worth talking about? But there are some late game weapons that don't have an element that are still pretty usable. Mage knife is not too bad. So that's probably what Puff will be using. Can't remember if the Masamune has a element or not. But I'm sure there's some katana that I can use for chili fees that will let him do non-element damage. And Bahamut Zero is a monk, so doesn't have anything to worry about. No element fists. I won't have access to haste with this team though, which is a thing. We'll see how that goes. Yay! And my white mage is all out of magic, so that is perfect timing. I think I do want to overheal someone here. And once again, I'm not happy with Grimoire's HP right now, but you know, a potion would be such a waste for the sake of 40 HP, but still, he is at that level, sort of danger zone. Well, that was a mistake. Actually, you're not going to do any damage. You may as well heal Pink Puff. Yay, level 7. Nope, still no level 3 for Chili. And Grimoire is so behind right now. Sure. Whoops. Oh well, that one guy's gonna get completely overkilled. Yep, fire nothing. Just throw a fireball out into the sky. Actually, you know what? No. Just do it that way. Muck. I can think of a few words that rhyme with that come to mind. This is the one type of slime that you can actually damage with physical attacks in a semi-reasonable way. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna put my monk up front. Let him take the hits for a while. Oh yeah, I moved the stairs too. Because in the original game, those stairs were down below instead of up there. Yeah, we can take these guys. Fire a creep. Get out of here, creep. You're fired. So yeah, originally, what sort of inspired me to make this hack to begin with was there was this hacking document for Final Fantasy 1, and there was this little footnote at the end of it that sort of described this one byte that you could change that would change how many jobs appeared in the character select screen. And that just blew my mind. I was like, okay, so you just change this number, and all the, you know, the upgraded classes, the, what do you call, ninja, and the red wizard, and those guys would all be accessible from the character select screen. And sure enough, it works. I mean, you could just put whatever number you like in there, and it'll generate that many jobs. Now, I mean, once you go past the 12, it'll be junk data, because the pointer, but, yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll just give these guys starting stats, and it'll work. And for the most part, yeah, it worked. There were some graphical issues that had to be solved, but and it took me a very long time to get around to solving those, but I did ultimately solve them. Now, what do I want? We have 4,000 bucks. And you still can't cast any level 3. Although, yeah, okay, I got everything I need for you. Armor-wise, I think we're pretty good. Oh yeah, you leveled up. 1286. With the gi, and without, 1289. Okay, well, that answers that question. Sell the Campo gi. And, oh yes, the iron plate. And yeah, 25. Absorb is really good. So, Chili Fees is going back in front. He was just getting a little low on HP there earlier. Oh yeah, armor. Yeah, I have a very terrible memory, just in general. And I forget simple things, even like what I was just doing. So... look. Puff. Iron plate. Yeah, like I'll, you know, I'll realize I need something downstairs, so I'll go downstairs and get it. Or, you know, go downstairs to get it, I should say. get to the bottom of the stairs, look around going, why did I come down here? Not be able to figure it out. Come back upstairs, reach the top of the stairs, and I'll be like, oh damn, that's why I went downstairs. I forgot to get such and such thing. So I'll go back downstairs and get it. And yeah, half the stuff in this game I've already forgotten what I did. I remember one time I was playing Magic the Gathering, and I played this card that let me look at the opponent's hand and choose a card and discard it, and so I did. You know, I play this card or whatever, take a look at their hand, pick out the strongest card for the circumstances, and made them discard it. Okay, fair enough. Then later, next turn or whatever, I cast another spell, which basically lets me choose a color, and then the opponent has to discard all cards of that color from their hand. So you would think that having just looked at their hand and seen that most of their cards were this one color, that I would have picked that one color, but no. I picked a color that they had no cards of, even though I had just seen their hand the turn before. So I mean, it's as if like the moment the cards were turned face down again, I had just immediately forgotten what they were, and that would not be too far from the truth. Let's see. Yeah, this is gonna be a harm battle. Okay. Harm. Tent. Okay. Yeah, I decided to put random encounters in here and make it more of an actual dungeon. In the original game, it was just walk in, fight the boss, walk out, kind of. Same thing with Garland, actually. I thought that was kind of lackluster in the original. You just walk in, there he is. There's this big old dungeon, like, all around him, and treasures and random encounters and stuff, but, there's no point to any of it. You just walk on in, fight him, walk out. Seems sort of wasted potential, I guess, so in this one I made it into an actual dungeon where you actually have to walk around. But at the same time, I didn't want it to be like at the end of the game when you've got all the crystals lit up and you want to just go on in and fight the last, last dungeon. You don't want to have to go all the way around and fight these stupid like level 1 encounters all again. So I put this barrier there. You can only walk through it if all the orbs are lit. So that way, at the beginning of the game, you're forced to go around, but at the end of the game, you can just walk on in. House. You know what? I just charged on into this castle, not even thinking about what my strategy is going to be against the boss. I think I'm just gonna fight and hope for the best. I think that's pretty much all I got. Oh, you know what? I should probably check Bahamut Zero's unarmed attack. He's probably... or he might be past his Iron Staff. 25, 24... 14, 44, so 25... So you basically double it because he gets twice as many hits when he's unarmed, so it's sort of like having 28 damage, but not quite. So it's, yeah, it's comparable. Alright, I'll take it off. See how it goes. Oh no. What have I done? Ah, these bats. Yeah, I put an exit there in that corner so that way walking out is not quite as tedious. Especially since you're probably going to end up coming back in here to get the stuff in the locked room. You don't want to have to walk out again after that, so... I'm bad at filling dead air. Not much of a small talk guy. Alright. Werewolf. It's like all those Gur Imp and stuff, and Gur Ogre. I thought about putting in a whole series of Imp enemies in this, you know, like Pink Imp, Pimp, and White Imp, Wimp, stuff like that, but I decided against it. They're more interesting monsters to make. Now, let's get healed up. Boom. Yeah, we're probably good. And actually, I think this might matter more for this fight than it does normally. I'm gonna put the staff back on. The monk. Now, fire and ice will probably work. So that's what he's gonna do. Grim is gonna will first thing. And we'll figure it out from there. Probably just end up attacking. Alright, here we go. Let's hope for the best. Ice. Fight's the only thing those two can do. Will. Defend effects. Actually defends dark, time, holy, and I think earth? Either earth or air. Anyway, there's 4 elements that it defends against, and they're the elements that the effect spells typically are. So it's not the effects really that it's defending, it's that element of spell. Although despite that, Pink Puff still got hit with Stomp. Nice. Fight, and let's get the stun off of you. Just what we did not need. Chili Fees is not gonna take this on his own. We're gonna need some critical hits in here. So this is just pretty much gonna be a battle of patience, I think. Ugh. Either that or we're just gonna lose, which is an entirely possible outcome. Oh boy. Ow. Ah, there we go. Nice solid crit. Alright, Zoot. Chili's out of spells after this. Ah, just what we needed. More attacks for the bad guy. So it seems like even with the staff, the monk is only doing one to— oh! Yep, that's it for us. Yeah, I thought changing to the staff might matter, you know, getting the extra damage might have been able to break— oh. Well, that was a short playthrough. That's the end of that team. Died to the Dark Elf.